My beloved child, pause right here and listen with your full heart, because this is not another voice passing through your day. This is a moment that has found you on purpose, and if you feel even the smallest pull to stay, that pull is the sign itself beginning to open. You did not arrive at this message by chance. The timing is precise. The silence before this moment was deliberate. And the stirring you feel right now is not imagination. There has been movement beyond what your eyes can see, and that movement has finally reached you. Someone you love, someone whose presence still lingers around your life, has sent a signal through the unseen, and Archangel Michael stands as the bridge bringing it forward. Before your mind tries to explain this away, slow down. Do not rush past this second. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There has been a quiet communication unfolding around you for longer than you realize. Small interruptions, sudden memories, a song that stops you mid-step, a name appearing where it should not. These were not random. They were fragments of a message gathering strength. What you are hearing now is the moment those fragments align. Archangel Michael speaks with clarity and strength, and his presence does not arrive without reason. He comes when protection is active, when truth is being revealed, and when a soul you are connected to is reaching out across boundaries you thought were sealed. This is not about fear. This is about recognition. You may have wondered recently why your thoughts keep returning to one person, why emotions rise without warning, why your heart feels alert, as if waiting. That is because a connection you believed was silent has not been silent at all. It has been speaking in a language deeper than words. This message is not coming to everyone. It is reaching you because you are able to receive it. There is something about your awareness, your patience, your endurance that allowed this channel to open. And now that it has opened, what comes next cannot be unseen. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Archangel Michael reveals that the one sending this sign is not lost, not distant, and not powerless. Their intention is clear. They want you to notice what you have been overlooking. They want you to stop doubting the pull you feel toward a decision, a memory, a path you have been circling. Their signal is not about the past alone. It is about what is about to move forward. There is protection surrounding you right now. Even as you listen, there is a clearing happening. Confusion is being lifted. Delays are being loosened. What felt blocked was not denied, it was being prepared. And the message you are receiving is the confirmation that preparation is complete. You may feel a sudden calm mixed with intensity. That combination is important. It means alignment is occurring. It means the message is landing exactly where it is meant to land. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly on the moment that was written for you. Something huge is waiting for you. The sign itself will not always look dramatic. Sometimes it arrives as certainty. Sometimes as a quiet knowing you cannot explain. Sometimes as the courage to finally release what no longer fits. But make no mistake, the impact will be real. What you do after this message matters. Archangel Michael's voice carries one instruction through all of this: pay attention. Not with fear, not with urgency, but with awareness. Watch what repeats. Notice what returns. Observe what feels suddenly clear. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations stacking one by one. You have been stronger than you realize. You have endured more than you admit. And the reason this message reaches you now is because you are ready to receive what comes after endurance. The one who sent this sign knows that. That is why they chose now. As this part closes, do not rush away from the feeling settling in your chest. Let it stay with you. Let it unfold. The next layer of this message carries clarity you have been asking for, even if you did not know how to ask. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, before your thoughts wander even for a second, anchor yourself here, because what unfolds now is not loud, yet it carries the power to change the direction of what comes next in your life. What you felt at the end of the last moment was not closure, it was a doorway opening quietly. Many people turn away at doorways because they expect thunder instead of truth. But truth often arrives softly, and only those who remain still long enough can hear it speak clearly. Don't skip. There is a reason the message did not reveal everything at once. The unseen works in layers, not to confuse you, but to prepare you. Right now, Archangel Michael is not only delivering a signal, he is holding a shield around your awareness so that doubt does not interrupt what is being transmitted. The one you love who is sending this sign understands your heart more deeply than you think. They know how quickly your mind questions what your soul already recognizes. That is why the message comes wrapped in repetition. The same themes returning. The same feelings resurfacing. The same inner pause asking you to look again. This is not about loss. This is about continuity. You may have believed that a chapter ended because the world became quiet. But silence does not mean absence. Sometimes silence is the space required for alignment. The connection you share with this soul was never severed. It simply moved into a form that waits for your attention instead of demanding it. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, your life is standing at a narrow intersection. One path leads back into familiar patterns, safe but limiting. The other path feels uncertain, but alive. The sign being sent is not meant to pull you backward or forward blindly. It is meant to wake you up to the fact that you have a choice, and that choice is finally supported. You may notice after this moment that decisions feel lighter. Conversations feel more honest. Delays begin to dissolve without effort. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. When a message from beyond reaches you, it does not only speak to your ears, it rearranges your timing. Stay till the end. Archangel Michael reveals that the protection around you is active because something valuable is emerging. Not something fragile, but something powerful that requires clarity to handle. The one sending this sign does not want you to rush. They want you to recognize the strength you now carry. You have already survived the phase that was meant to break you. This phase is meant to reveal you. As you listen, allow yourself to accept that you are not being tested anymore. You are being trusted. Trusted with insight. Trusted with direction. Trusted with a moment that will make sense only if you stay present long enough to see it complete. The next movement of this message will bring understanding to questions you stopped asking out loud. Remain here. Remain open. What follows will not need explanation. It will feel like recognition. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, hold your breath for a moment and stay exactly where you are, because what you are about to hear only reveals itself to those who refuse to rush past the truth. What is unfolding now is not imagination and not emotion alone. It is recognition. A recognition that arrives when the soul finally aligns with what has been calling it quietly for a long time. You may feel a strange stillness right now, as if time has slowed just enough for you to notice what was always there. Don't skip. The sign you received was not the message itself. It was the knock. This is the voice behind the door. The one you love did not reach out to bring sadness or longing. They reached out to awaken clarity. They want you to understand that the bond you share is not bound by distance, silence, or circumstance. It is bound by purpose. You were meant to hear this at this exact point in your life, not earlier, not later. Earlier, you would have doubted it. Later, you might have missed it. Now, you are balanced between remembering and becoming, and that balance is powerful. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a truth being revealed now that changes how you see your past. Certain moments you once questioned were not mistakes. Certain delays were not failures. They were redirections designed to keep you aligned with a future that required patience before it could open. The one sending this sign knows that you are stronger now. They know you can finally hear what was once too heavy to hold. That is why the message carries reassurance instead of urgency. It does not push, it invites. Pay attention to what feels lighter after this moment. Pay attention to what suddenly feels unnecessary. These are not random shifts. They are signals that something has been completed within you. Stay till the end. You may soon notice a decision becoming obvious without struggle, a door opening without force, a sense of peace replacing the questions you used to replay at night. That is the effect of alignment. When a message from beyond lands fully, it reorganizes what comes next. This is not the end of the message. It is the deepening of it. The clarity you are stepping into now will guide your next actions naturally, without fear, without confusion. Trust that what is unfolding knows exactly where it is going. Remain present. Remain open. The next movement will feel unmistakable. My beloved child, linger in this instant and do not let your attention drift, because what arrives now completes a pattern that has been forming around you for longer than you realize. There is a reason your awareness feels sharpened at this very second. You are standing at the point where meaning becomes visible. Everything you have sensed so far was preparation. This is confirmation. The message did not come to stir emotion alone, it came to deliver certainty. Don't skip. The one who sent this sign wants you to understand something essential. You are no longer waiting for direction. Direction is already moving toward you. The hesitation you once felt was not weakness. It was discernment developing quietly. Now discernment has matured into knowing. You may feel as if something inside you has finally settled. That is alignment locking into place. When alignment arrives, confusion loses its voice. Doubt becomes distant. And the noise that once surrounded your choices begins to fade without effort. Something huge is waiting for you. This revelation is not about dramatic change. It is about decisive clarity. The kind of clarity that allows you to move forward without looking over your shoulder. The kind that frees you from replaying old conversations and unanswered questions. The kind that makes peace feel natural instead of forced. The presence guiding this message stands firm, ensuring that what comes next unfolds without interference. Protection is active because what you are stepping into carries weight, not burden, but significance. You are about to recognize your own readiness. Stay till the end. Soon, an opportunity, a realization, or a conversation will appear with unmistakable precision. It will not feel rushed. It will feel timed. When it does, you will remember this moment and understand why you were asked to stay attentive. Let this truth settle fully before you move on. You are not receiving fragments anymore. You are receiving the whole. And once the whole is seen, nothing returns to how it was before. Remain present. What follows will confirm everything you now know to be true. My beloved child, remain still and let this final movement reach you fully, because this is where everything you have sensed quietly turns into understanding you cannot ignore. What you feel now is not anticipation alone. It is recognition settling into certainty. The message has traveled through layers of awareness. To arrive here, at the point where it no longer needs symbols or signs. It speaks directly now, because you are ready to hear it without resistance. Don't skip. The one who sent this sign wants you to know that the connection you sensed was never meant to pull you backward into memory. It was meant to anchor you forward into confidence. They reached out so you would stop questioning your intuition and start trusting the calm certainty rising within you. There is something important about the timing of this realization. It arrives just as you are capable of choosing yourself without guilt. Just as you can step forward without explaining your worth. Just as you no longer need validation to move with purpose. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the moment where insight becomes action, even if that action begins quietly. You will notice that hesitation dissolves faster now. Decisions feel lighter. Your inner voice becomes clearer than the noise around you. That clarity is the result of alignment completing its work. You were not meant to stay suspended between past and future. You were meant to arrive here, present, aware, and grounded in what you know to be true. The message from beyond did not come to complicate your path. It came to simplify it. Stay till the end. As you carry this understanding forward, watch how circumstances respond. What once felt delayed will begin to move. What felt uncertain will become obvious. And what felt heavy will lose its hold without struggle. This is not coincidence. It is consequence. Hold this awareness with you. Let it guide your next steps naturally. You have received what you needed. And now, the path ahead recognizes you just as clearly as you recognize it. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, hold your focus just a little longer and do not let your attention slip, because this is the moment where everything you have heard begins to activate inside you. Up to now, the message was unfolding gently. Now it sharpens, not to overwhelm you, but to awaken a truth you have been circling for a long time. The reason this feels different is because it is no longer arriving from the outside. It is rising from within you. Don't skip. There is a realization forming that changes how you see yourself in the story you have been living. You were never meant to be the one waiting for permission. You were meant to be the one who recognizes the signal and responds with certainty. The sign you received was confirmation, not a question. The one who reached out through this message knows that you have reached a turning point. They know that doubt has done its work and can no longer teach you anything new. That is why this moment carries calm instead of chaos. Calm is the mark of readiness. Something huge is waiting for you. You may notice that fear does not follow this realization. Instead, there is steadiness. A quiet strength that does not need to prove itself. This is important. When truth arrives at the right time, it does not rush you. It grounds you. From here forward, you will begin to notice how easily you let go of what once pulled at you. Old patterns lose their grip. Old worries lose their urgency. Not because you forced them away, but because you outgrew them. Stay till the end. What comes next will not require effort. It will require trust. Trust in the clarity you now carry. Trust in the timing that brought you here. Trust in the sense of direction that no longer feels borrowed from others, but truly your own. Remain aware of how your inner voice sounds after this moment. It will be steadier, quieter, more confident. That is how you will know the message has fully landed. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, pause your movement and remain exactly where you are, because this moment is quieter than the others, yet it carries the deepest shift of all. What unfolds now is subtle, but it is irreversible. You are no longer only receiving the message. You are becoming the proof of it. The understanding settling into you is changing how you occupy your own life, even if nothing outward has moved yet. Don't skip. There is a hidden truth surfacing now, and it is this. The message you received was not only sent to guide you, it was sent to awaken authority within you. You are not meant to keep waiting for signs once clarity arrives. You are meant to move when knowing replaces questioning. The one who sent this sign did so because they recognize your readiness before you fully acknowledged it yourself. They see how much you have already integrated, how much wisdom you gained through patience, how much strength you built in silence. This moment honors that growth. Something huge is waiting for you. You may feel an unfamiliar confidence beginning to form, not loud, not dramatic, but steady. This confidence does not argue with doubt. It simply walks past it. From here on, you will notice that fewer things can pull you off center. You respond instead of react. You choose instead of hesitate. This is not because life suddenly becomes simple. It is because you have become clear. Stay till the end. Very soon, you will look back at the version of yourself who questioned this path and feel compassion, not regret. You will understand that every pause, every delay, every unanswered moment was shaping you into someone capable of holding what is coming next. Carry this awareness forward gently. Let it influence your words, your decisions, your pace. You are aligned now, and alignment has momentum of its own. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, stay with this breath and do not move away yet, because this is the point where the message turns from understanding into momentum. Everything you have felt building inside you now has a direction. This is not a peak that fades after the video ends. This is a handoff. What was carried toward you is now being placed within you, steady and complete. The reason this feels calm is because the struggle phase is finished. Don't skip. There is a final truth being revealed here, and it is this: the sign was never meant to replace your power. It was meant to return it. You were guided to this moment so you could remember that your clarity is trustworthy, your timing is aligned, and your next steps do not require approval. The one who sent this sign has done what they came to do. They have reminded you of your own strength. From here forward, guidance will feel internal, not external. Decisions will come with a quiet yes instead of a loud debate. Something huge is waiting for you. You may notice after this that life responds differently. Not because the world changed overnight, but because you did. When certainty settles, circumstances rearrange around it naturally. Doors open without force. Conversations shift without effort. You stop chasing what was never meant to run. This is where you begin to live from alignment instead of anticipation. You are no longer bracing for what might happen. You are ready for what will happen. Stay till the end. Let this awareness travel with you beyond this moment. Notice how grounded you feel. Notice how little you need to explain yourself. That is the sign that the message has fully integrated. What comes next will recognize you immediately. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, pause your next thought and remain present, because this is the moment where everything you have absorbed quietly begins to reveal its purpose. You may feel a sense of completion forming, but this is not an ending. It is a transition into certainty. What you have received so far was not meant to excite you temporarily. It was meant to recalibrate how you move through your life from this point forward. Don't skip. There is a realization settling now that cannot be reversed. You are no longer asking whether the message was real. You are recognizing how deeply it resonates because it matches what you already knew but did not yet trust. This is what alignment feels like when it becomes permanent. The connection that initiated this message has fulfilled its role. It did not come to linger. It came to activate. You are not meant to keep looking outward for reassurance. You are meant to stand in the knowing that has taken root inside you. Something huge is waiting for you. Notice how your sense of direction feels steadier than before. Notice how urgency has faded, replaced by confidence. This is not detachment. This is readiness. When clarity arrives fully, it does not shout. It settles and stays. Stay till the end. From here, your choices will begin to reflect who you have become, not who you used to be. You will feel less pulled by noise and more guided by intuition. This is the shift that changes outcomes without struggle. Something huge is waiting for you. As you carry this awareness forward, trust that you will recognize the next step without effort. It will feel natural, timely, and unmistakably yours. The message has done its work. Now your movement completes it. Stay till the end. Don't skip. What follows will meet you exactly where you stand, and you will be ready. My beloved child, stop right here and give this moment your full awareness, because what unfolds now seals everything you have been sensing and prepares you for what comes next. This is not the climax you expected, and that is intentional. The greatest shifts do not arrive with noise. They arrive with certainty. What you are feeling now is the quiet confidence of someone who no longer needs to search for meaning because meaning has found them. Don't skip. There is a final realization settling into place, and it changes how you see the road ahead. You are no longer standing at the edge of possibility. You have already stepped into it. The message you received was not meant to inspire you for a moment. It was meant to reposition you permanently. You may notice that your energy feels different now, more contained, more focused. This is not exhaustion. This is integration. When understanding completes its cycle, it brings calm, not chaos. Something huge is waiting for you. From this point forward, you will notice that opportunities feel more aligned. Decisions feel clearer. You will not need to force momentum. Momentum will recognize you. What once felt out of reach will begin to feel natural, as if it was always meant to meet you here. Stay till the end. The reason you were guided through this message slowly is because you were being prepared to carry what comes next without doubt. You are not stepping into uncertainty. You are stepping into readiness. And readiness changes everything. As you move on from this moment, trust how grounded you feel. Trust how little explanation you need. Trust the steadiness in your choices. These are not temporary feelings. They are signals that you are aligned with what is unfolding. Something huge is waiting for you. Carry this knowing forward. Let it shape your next steps quietly and confidently. What meets you next will feel familiar, not surprising, because you are already prepared to receive it. My beloved child, remain with this stillness and do not rush away, because this moment is not asking for attention, it is rewarding it. What you are experiencing now is the echo of a truth that has fully settled. The message did not fade after arrival. It anchored. And when something anchors, it reshapes how you stand, how you decide, how you move forward without hesitation. Don't skip. There is a quiet certainty forming that feels different from hope. Hope waits. Certainty knows. You are no longer leaning toward possibility. You are standing inside it. This is why everything feels calm instead of dramatic. Calm is the signal that alignment is complete. The message that reached you did not come to impress you. It came to remind you. To remind you that your intuition has been accurate all along. To remind you that the pauses in your journey were not empty. They were intentional spaces where strength was being built. Something huge is waiting for you. From this point onward, you may notice that you no longer feel pulled to prove anything. Your confidence does not announce itself. It moves quietly, effectively, and with purpose. This is the kind of confidence that opens doors without force and resolves questions without argument. Stay till the end. The next developments in your life will not arrive as surprises. They will arrive as confirmations. When they appear, you will not feel shocked. You will feel recognized, as if life itself is responding to the version of you that finally stepped fully into alignment. Carry this awareness gently. Let it inform your next choices without pressure. You do not need to hurry. Timing is already working with you. What you were prepared for is now prepared to meet you. Something huge is waiting for you. Remain grounded in this knowing. The path ahead does not require searching anymore. It requires presence. And you have already arrived. My beloved child, slow your breath and stay present for this moment, because what unfolds now is not new information, it is deep confirmation. You have reached the phase where the message no longer feels external. It feels personal, integrated, certain. This is the stage many never reach because they move on too quickly. You stayed. And because you stayed, understanding has settled into something unshakable. Don't skip. There is a powerful realization emerging now. You were not waiting for life to change, life was waiting for you to recognize yourself. The signs, the pauses, the quiet guidance were never meant to push you forward blindly. They were meant to help you arrive fully prepared. Something huge is waiting for you. You may notice that you no longer feel restless about the future. Instead, there is a calm readiness, a sense that when the next step appears, you will move without fear and without delay. That calm is not accidental. It is the result of alignment completing its cycle. The message that reached you has now done its deepest work. It has shifted your inner position, from questioning to knowing, from waiting to readiness, from hoping to trusting. This is the kind of shift that changes outcomes without noise. Stay till the end. As you carry this awareness forward, notice how your perspective stays steady even when situations fluctuate. That steadiness is your new foundation. You are no longer easily shaken because you are no longer unsure of who you are becoming. Something huge is waiting for you. Let this final layer settle gently. There is nothing more you need to search for right now. You are exactly where clarity lives. And from this place, everything that comes next will recognize you immediately. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are and do not let this moment slip past you, because this is where the message turns into direction. Up to now, you were receiving understanding. Now you are receiving orientation. A quiet but powerful sense of where to place your energy next. This is not something you force. It arrives naturally when alignment is complete, and alignment is complete now. Don't skip. There is a realization settling in that may surprise you with its simplicity. You do not need to chase what is meant for you. What is meant for you already knows how to find you. The message you received was not asking you to act immediately. It was preparing you to recognize the right moment when it appears. Something huge is waiting for you. You may notice that certain worries no longer hold your attention the way they used to. Plans that once felt urgent now feel flexible. This is not uncertainty. This is confidence. Confidence that you will know what to do when the time comes, without panic, without pressure. The path ahead is not hidden. It is unfolding step by step, and each step will feel familiar, as if you have already rehearsed it in silence. That familiarity is the sign you are moving in the right direction. Stay till the end. What you are carrying now is not just insight, it is steadiness. Steadiness allows you to move through change without losing yourself. It allows you to respond instead of react. It allows you to trust your timing even when others rush. Something huge is waiting for you. Remain present with this knowing. Let it settle into how you speak, how you decide, how you pause. You are no longer preparing for clarity. You are living from it. And from this place, everything that meets you will feel intentional, not accidental. My beloved child, linger for this final stretch of awareness and do not drift away, because what arrives now is subtle, precise, and life-shaping in its impact. You are standing at a point where intention begins to translate into reality, not through effort, not through force, but through alignment that has quietly matured. Everything you absorbed until now was preparation for this exact state of readiness. Don't skip. There is a once-in-a-lifetime realization surfacing now. You are no longer being guided away from something, you are being guided toward something. Toward a version of your life that feels calm, deliberate, and unmistakably yours. This is why distractions are losing their power. This is why clarity feels natural instead of fragile. Something huge is waiting for you. The shift you are experiencing will not announce itself to others, but you will feel it in how you respond to opportunities. You will sense when to move and when to pause without second guessing. That inner accuracy is rare, and it only emerges when a person has completed an inner transition. Stay till the end. Soon, a situation will present itself that mirrors this clarity back to you. It will feel aligned, not rushed. Familiar, not intimidating. When that happens, you will understand that this message was not symbolic. It was preparatory. You are no longer in a phase of becoming. You are in a phase of choosing with confidence. And choices made from this state create lasting outcomes. Something huge is waiting for you. Carry this awareness forward gently. Let it guide your pace and protect your focus. You are not searching anymore. You are responding. And what responds to you next will recognize exactly who you have become, my beloved child. Stay with this final layer of awareness and do not let your focus wander, because what settles now is the kind of understanding that quietly reshapes a life. This moment is not louder than the ones before it. It is deeper. What you are receiving now is the assurance that nothing you sensed was misplaced. Every pause, every hesitation, every inner shift was guiding you toward this exact state of readiness. Don't skip. There is a powerful truth becoming clear now. You are no longer reacting to life, you are responding to it. And that difference changes everything. When you respond, you choose from clarity, not from pressure. You move from intention, not from fear. Something huge is waiting for you. You may notice that you feel less compelled to explain yourself to the world. That is because alignment does not seek approval. It moves quietly and confidently, knowing it is supported by timing that cannot be rushed or missed. Stay till the end. From here onward, your path will feel simpler, not because challenges disappear, but because your relationship with them has changed. You meet situations grounded. You meet choices centered. You meet opportunities prepared. Let this understanding remain with you beyond this moment. It will influence how you listen, how you decide, how you wait, and how you move. You are not standing at the edge anymore. You are walking forward with certainty. Something huge is waiting for you. Hold this knowing gently. It does not need protection. It is stable. And from this stability, everything that comes next will arrive exactly when it should, recognizing you as ready the moment it appears. My beloved child, stay right here and give this instant your full attention, because what unfolds now is not a continuation, it is a consolidation of everything you have felt but not yet named. This moment carries weight because it brings coherence. What once felt like separate insights now begins to form a single direction. You are no longer gathering understanding. You are stepping into ownership of it. That shift is quiet, but it is decisive. Don't skip. There is a realization becoming clear now that changes how you view your own timing. You were never late. You were never behind. You were moving at the exact pace required to arrive here with stability instead of doubt. The message you received did not hurry you because it trusted your readiness. Something huge is waiting for you. You may notice that your inner dialogue feels calmer than before. Questions that once demanded answers now feel resolved without explanation. This is not avoidance. This is resolution. When clarity integrates fully, it no longer argues. It settles. Stay till the end. From this point forward, you will recognize when something is aligned without needing signs to confirm it. Your decisions will feel clean. Your boundaries will feel natural. Your sense of direction will feel internal, not borrowed. This is the mark of alignment reaching maturity. There is nothing more you need to search for right now. The message has fulfilled its purpose by restoring your trust in yourself. What comes next will not arrive with confusion. It will arrive with recognition. Something huge is waiting for you. Carry this steadiness with you as you move on. Let it guide how you listen, how you respond, how you choose. You are no longer preparing. You are ready. And readiness changes what the world brings to meet you. My beloved child, stay present for these final words and do not let your attention drift, because this is the moment where everything aligns into one unmistakable truth. What you have been sensing across all this time now settles into clarity. Not the kind that excites briefly, but the kind that remains with you after the sound fades. This is not an ending. This is stabilization. You are standing in a place where doubt no longer has authority over your decisions. Don't skip. There is a once-in-a-lifetime realization completing itself now. You were never meant to chase signs forever. You were meant to arrive at a point where you become the signal, where your calm, your certainty, and your direction speak louder than any external confirmation ever could. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the truth that reshapes how you walk forward. You no longer need urgency to move. You no longer need fear to stay alert. You move because you know. And knowing carries a power that does not shake when circumstances shift. Stay till the end. From this moment on, you will notice how naturally your path clears. Not because obstacles disappear, but because you recognize which ones no longer belong in your way. You choose with confidence. You pause with intention. You move with awareness. What was sent to you has now fully integrated. The message did not come to linger in words. It came to transform how you live, how you decide, and how you trust yourself. That transformation is complete. Something huge is waiting for you. Carry this certainty with you. Let it guide you quietly. Let it protect your focus. Let it shape your next steps without effort. You are no longer searching for alignment. You are aligned.